Hi everyone, today I am going to experiment with string. So I've seen a lot of these videos as of lately where you're dipping string in paint and moving around making special effects. So cool effects. And I watched a video on Deliberately Creative. She made a betta fish and it looks awesome. And I thought, let me try it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me tell you what I've got here. I've got 1 cup of paint that is mainly the Ultramarine, Master's Touch Ultramarine, and a little bit of Artist Loft Mars Black. I'm using more, I'm going to try using more Floetrol these days and than I usually do and see what that does. So there's quite a bit of Floetrol in this cup. In this cup I've just got a little bit of Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta, and in this little bowl I put the white in the bowl because that's what I'm going to put my string in, and I figured it would be easier to do it in this little bowl. So in all of these there are, well, in these two there's paint, Floetrol, and water. In this one I just put some Floetrol in because I want it to be thicker. It's the paint that's going on the string, so I want it to be thicker to be able to pull. The string that I'm using, I'm not sure if it's the right string or the string everybody else is using, but I'm using a 20-pound hemp cord. So it's a cording. It's not necessarily a string. But I was at my local craft store late last night grabbing this string, and that was the only one that I could find that resembled what I was looking for. So we're going to try that out. Alright, wish me luck. Let's get started. Alright, I'm going to try to do a flower, of course, because I'm always trying to do flowers. And I want to do... Can you see this here on the, yes. So I'm going to dip this into my white. I'm going to use my stick. Move it around, get it dipped in. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. So I'm always trying to figure out how to make petals with fluid paint. This might be one way to do that. Oh, I got a little bit extra right here. But I know I'm going to pull it back, and I'm going to try something. Might be cool. Might not. We'll see. I'm going to put a little bit of pink in here. A little bit of that magenta. Just a couple drips. Alright, I did 3 drips right there. Alright, pull that apart. Let's place the string. And from what I understand, I'm just going to pull back. Alright. So that kind of went through a little bit more than I thought it was going to. I'm going to do one more pull. I'm going to dip my string. I just kind of dabbed it off because it's got that blue in there. I'm getting a little bit of blue into my white, but I'm not going to be too neurotic about that. Alright, so let's do one more. And let's pull back like that. Wow, that is cool looking. Alright, let's do another one. Couple drips of magenta. I'll reuse this one a couple times. Dip my string, it's nice and coated. Let's drop it. And slowly pull. All right. Let's turn this a little bit more. Maybe I do need one of those little turnstile things. Those little lazy Susans. Put that on my tool list. Drop my string. Oh, I'll hold that right there. I'm going to keep up with this little drops of magenta. It's adding a little bit of interest in the middle. Let's do one right here. There we go. All right, I got a coated string here. Let's lay it. And slowly pull it. I think I had too much paint left on my canvas for what I wanted to do here. Woo! That is a lot of pooling in the middle. A lot. But it is cool looking. Dip again. Dip it, dip it, dip it. Do a couple drops. Lay it, and I'm gonna slowly pull. That's so cool. I dig that. I'm just patting the paint off of the string so I can reuse it again. I thought I was gonna use a string like each time, but that seems pretty wasteful. I'm not seeing a big issue with doing it this way. So I'm gonna keep going. Dip this. You know, on Deliberately Creative, she talked about how much paint was pulling up in the middle, and there is a ton. A lot. She's absolutely right. So I think if I were to try this again, I would actually knock off even more paint off the canvas. Or tilt it off. Ah, almost forgot my dots. Let's keep up the dots. I think we've got room for 2 more petals. 1, 2, 3 dots. Oop, I lost the dots on that one. That's okay. That's a big petal. Whoop. All right, so there's some cool that's looking pretty cool. I think it's looking pretty cool. I'm going to, I know this sounds crazy, I'm going to drop a few more. I'm going to drop a little puddle in the middle of the magenta. I'm going to grab my straw and we're going to blow out this middle just a little bit. There we go. And I've got my palette knife. I'm gonna do a little dragging, not a dragon. Nope. No. All right, I'm gonna stop messing with that. So you can see, I never know what to do with the middle because I always have this pool of paint in the middle. It's gonna take forever to dry. But these petals are just awesome on the outside. So what did I learn? If I do this again, I am going to go with a much thinner base of paint on start with a thinner base of paint and see how that goes. Alright guys, this is it for this experiment. You know what, I could bring you in closer for just a look real quick. Alright, that's what it looks like all done. I actually like the majority of it. I just wish that spot was a little bit different, but those petals are super cool, and I'll definitely try this technique again. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.